I thought it would be important to show you how to oil your wooden cutting boards if that is what you use. I think it's very important for us to take care of the tools we use inside of the kitchen to create our wonderful recipes. And when you maintain these tools and take care of the things that you use inside of the kitchen, in return they will last and they will end up saving you money in the long run. I took about 1/4 cup of coconut oil and I put it in a microwave safe bowl. Let that melt down, and then I took a clean kitchen rag or kitchen towel. I didn't use any microfiber because I didn't want it to stick to the grain. So I'm going in and I'm really drenching the wood with the oil. Go along the grain and make sure you get every corner, every edge, every crease. And depending on how dry your cutting board is, you may need to work the oil in with a few passes. You can already begin to see the contrast between the oiled side of the board and the dry side. This will be a good indicator in the future when your board needs to be re-oiled. Once it starts to lighten back up, you'll know that it's drying out. You really want to be sure to push that oil into the grain because we are nourishing these boards from the inside out. It is impossible to over-oil your boards. I looked up why this step is important, and I'm just going to read off some quotes found on the first page of Google. I will make sure to link my sources in the description below. But one thing says, regular application of mineral oil will prevent cutting boards from becoming dry and brittle, which can cause a cracked board. A board that is treated with oil also prevents liquids from penetrating the board, which is often the source of germs and bacteria. So I had just bought a new cutting board. The one to the left is brand new, and I felt that it was very rough to the touch. It was definitely rougher than any of the other wooden cutting boards I've bought in the past. So you will see me get pretty heavy-handed applying oil to this board, but it really needed it. I will not wash the boards after this. I'm going to let them dry on these cardboard boxes for about a day. And then any oil that is still on the surface of the board, I will just take a clean rag and wipe it right off and then store away until I'm ready to use. Another source states that this process should be redone about every 2 weeks to a month, depending on how often you use your board. I definitely do not do it that often. I go by the texture and the look and whether they're feeling dry, but I also make sure to never leave my cutting boards sitting in water. I make sure to wash them as soon as I'm done using them, and I also make sure to keep them as dry as possible. I think that really helps me maintain my cutting boards and not really having to oil them as much as 2 weeks to a month, but it's your preference. If you have the time, it won't hurt. I think you should go for it. That about sums it up, and these are my new clean oiled boards. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe and let me know if you want more videos like this. Take care.